for youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome into the WTIM information station. My name is Tim Zalabak. Time now for the WTIM morning show. Thank you so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust and Landmark of Taylorville. I got Scott Dorr on the line with me right now. He is the superintendent for the Nokomis School District. How are you doing today, Mr. Dorr?
Great. How are you doing, Tim?
I'm doing well. Thanks so much for taking the time being here with me. It's the start to school season. I'm sure you're busy. How's everything been for week one?
Hey, we are through week one, and everything is going well. Kids are back. Teachers are back. We're fully staffed for this school year, and things are kicking off on a bright spot.
That sounds absolutely great from a superintendent, I would say. And beginning of the year, any plans, any goals to hit for the staff and the students? I'm sure, always preaching success, but anything in particular this year?
Yeah, we're going to engage in some new activities this year. Back in April or May, both the schools here in Nokomis were awarded a national showcase schools through our Capturing Kids' Hearts program, which is a program where we work with faculty, staff, and the students on social emotional issues, mental health, character education and development, climate and culture, and all of our faculty and staff did a wonderful job of getting the kids engaged, getting out into the community and getting involved with local community events and charitable events. And so as a result of both schools getting that, we were one of 19 districts in the entire nation that became a district showcase school. So, that was really exciting. And as a result, we have stepped that process up this year. We're going to continue with our Capturing Kids' Hearts program, working on a lot of self-help and self-care for our faculty and staff, as well as our students. Continue to build those character traits that we all love to see in all people, and of course work on soft skills with kids and to develop some academic skills in studying and so forth. So we're going to continue with that. We're working on a new program for kids to help that may need a little extra push in tutoring, just to make sure that all the kids are caught up from those nasty COVID days that we had in years past. And so we're going to continue with our after school program for kiddos to stay after school if they need help or get enrichment activities, and as well as working with the tutors in math and language and reading and writing and so on and so forth. But more importantly, I think, is something that we see here, but just like we see nationwide, and that's the aspect of mental health. About a year and a half ago, we developed a mental health committee, which involves students and teachers and community members and so on and so forth. And we're working on a new mental health curriculum, just to make sure that everyone is taken care of, right? We want to make sure everybody is mentally, emotionally, is socially strong, because that relays back into their academic skills.
Without a doubt. Congratulations to you and the school district and the schools for being awarded that Showcase Schools Capturing Kids' Hearts. And wow, you guys are really doing all the right things over there. There's been a big push for mental health recently, but it seems you guys are really enacting change over there with the new mental health committee. When did this all get started, really, with pushing for mental health? Of course, academics is being put as priority, but mental health is right up there with it. This very important stuff.
It really is. So we started this steering committee about a year and a half, 2 years ago, in conjunction at the time with Hillsborough Hospital and SIU School of Medicine. And so they have done a lot of research, obviously, and provide us feedback. They survey the students and the faculty and the staff, And now we've taken all of that data that we've collected, and it says that we can continue to use our Capturing Kids Hearts program because that seems to be helping. And so we're also going to extend that into what is called a lead worthy program. And we're going to take a group of high school kids and probably a group of junior high kids, and we're going to have them trained in being peer mentors. And so we want to be able to not only tell kids that, hey, you can always come to adults and talk to us. We have counselors, we have teachers, we have social workers, we have psychologists on staff. But if you feel comfortable talking to someone your own age, go right ahead, because we're going to train these kids. And then those kids can come to us and say, you know, maybe we need to keep an eye on this person, or maybe we need some serious help on this person. And so it's a peer-to-peer program where kids are able to talk to kids, and there's no judgment, there's no coercion, there's no bullying. It's all just sitting and listening sometimes. And so we're taking that a step further this year and getting those kids trained to help other kids, right? Because it's all about the kids.
Absolutely, it is, and like you said, it's going to be a peer-to-peer program here. The guidance counselors and teachers always let the students know that, you know, you can come and talk to me. But, you know, as a high school age student, as a junior high school age student, you're not going to want to talk to a guidance counselor about your real problems. I've never heard about this peer mentor program at any high school. You're going to set up kids to you know, mentor and you know, be a good person to talk to. That's going to be a really great benefit for students. What does that mean to you, getting this enacted in your schools?
You know, it really means a lot, because we want to make sure, you know, our overall goal and our overall focus is to educate kids. But we know that through the research and through studies that have been done nationwide, that if kids aren't mentally healthy, they're not going to be academically ready for school.
Yeah,
You know, in the meantime, we're working to make sure that, you know, kids and even our adults in the building that work for us are mentally healthy and ready to go, and want to put forth their best efforts to provide for themselves, because it has to be some kinds of intrinsic motivation sometimes to get kids up and going and ready, and we have to worry about the kids, and that's our main focus. Our focus is going to be on developing those mental health skills, but more importantly, what we want to do as well is to develop social and leadership skills. And that's going to be a push for us over the next several years as we continue with our Capturing Kids Hearts program, the Lead Worthy program, our mental health curriculum, and so on and so forth, to develop these, you know, develop our students into well-rounded adults.
It's extremely refreshing to hear a superintendent talk about mental health before, you know, science, technology, engineering, and math classes, because you're not going to be able to be a STEM major if you're not able to show up to class because, you know, you have things and problems going on at home. So, I mean, just making this a forefront of the problems here is mental health was totally looked at as, you know, maybe a side problem to things, and you're really finding it to be, and the research has shown that kids got to be right mentally before they can produce in the classroom.
Absolutely. And so we're going to be ready to go and get some kids trained, and get our adults in the buildings trained, and make sure that we are ready to deal with anything that we're faced with.
Absolutely. I'm sure training processes for mentors will be, you know, pretty important there, because you're going to be relying on these students. Are students able to sign up for this? Is this going to be a kind of teacher maybe accepts someone to do this? What does that look like?
Yeah, so our high school counselor and our school nurse is leading up the mental health program here in school at the senior high school. So what we'll do eventually is get kids to apply and to the program, and, you know, get recommendations from teachers and other kids. We'll have a process ready to go, and then we're going to try to develop you know, about a committee of 12 from each school, the junior high and the high school, of kids to be trained in and being peer mentors.
Yeah. It sounds like it's going to be a great program here. And again, one that I have not heard about. I went to high school in a very large and well-funded high school, and this was never something that was ever talked about. It's really great to hear that this is beginning to get going here in Nokomis School District. Scott, we're going to take our first short little break here on the WTIM morning show. I got Scott Dorr on the line with me. He's a Nokomis School District superintendent and has been for 15 years. It's been a great conversation so far. Don't go anywhere. You are listening to the WTIM morning show.
Your information station, WTIM.
You are not called upon to make funeral arrangements very often. And when you are, you want to turn to somebody you trust. This is Mike Masterson with Masterson Funeral Home and Cremation Services, Kincaid. Through the years, we have grown to know the people in our area. Our family has established a reputation for providing beautiful, dignified services. We have provided 3 generations of experience, compassion, and a long-lasting tradition of community service. Let our family serve your family. Masterson Funeral Home and Cremation Services, Kincaid.
If you're looking for the latest in local hunting and fishing information, then join us for Central Illinois Outdoors with me, Jared White, Saturdays at 9:30 a.m. and Sundays at 7 a.m. here on WTIM. Every weekend, we'll offer detailed Central Illinois fishing reports from professional guides. We'll swap stories with local celebrity sportsmen, and I'll invite you to share your favorite stories as well. Central Illinois Outdoors with Jared White every weekend on all WTIM platforms and on demand at centralillinoisoutdoors.com. Brought to you by Bob Ridings in Pana, the Clinton, Illinois Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau, and Locked and Loaded in Pana.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
See me, Harold Phillips, your Shelter Insurance agent on the east side of the Taylorville Square, or click my icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Taylorville Care Center residents are celebrating National Dog Month with a pet food drive through August 31st. Everyone who donates pet food will be entered into a drawing for a doggone, positively fantastic doggy gift basket. See their Facebook page for details. Post a picture of your special dog for a second chance to win. All donations will be given to our local pet shelter. Bring donations to TCC's Activity Department at 600 South Houston Avenue during regular business hours. Taylorville Care Center, caring for the community for over 50 years.
If you're even thinking about putting a new mattress on an old box spring, visit Just Beds today. The free box spring event is underway. Get a free box spring with the purchase of any premium Bemco, Arctic Breeze, Max Life, or Chatham & Wells mattress. That even includes any Bemco mattress currently on sale. Free delivery, free setup, free haul away, and a free box spring from the Yon Exterminators on Montvale, Springfield.
Just Beds. Scott Primer here from Locust Grove Church near Assumption. We're spreading the good news of Christ in person and online. Come join our family or watch our video sermon podcast by clicking our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Mike Asali here, owner of Schaefer, Perfetti, and Asali Funeral Home, Taylorville's only locally owned and operated funeral home. We honor lives and celebrate memories. Find out all about the services we provide by clicking our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back to the WTIM information station. My name is Tim Zalabak. Time now for the WTIM morning show. I got Scott Dorr on the line with me right now. He is the Nokomis School District Superintendent and has been for 15 years. The first segment there, we talked all about the mental health sector moving into Nokomis School District. They're going to have mental health committee, kind of comprised of mental health peer mentors. It all sounds really great, and they're doing the most over there to make sure every student is mentally sound before they can participate in academia. Mr. Dorr, we still got you on the line?
Absolutely.
Beautiful. Thank you so much again for being here with you, for being here with us. And we're going to move on a little bit from all the mental health stuff. It's an absolute great initiative you guys are running over there because the students are going to have access to something a little bit new this year, the Innovation Center. Tell us a little bit about this, Mr. Dorr.
Yeah, so the 4 Montgomery County schools, Litchfield, Hillsborough, Panhandle, and Nokomis, about 2 years ago started brainstorming about how to, what does college and career actually look like, right? We know not all kids go to college. We know that some kids go to the military, some kids go into vocational programs, and all 4 districts had very similar vocational uh, classes, but none of them were, were being able to be filled because of the selection. And at the same time, not every school could have all the classes because of the size and to find instructors. So Litchfield took the lead on this program through Dr. Firstenow, and we have created the South Central Illinois Career and Innovation Center. And it just opened up last Wednesday, the first day of school for kids. This is a vocational center that is for all kids in Montgomery County that go to a Montgomery County school. And we provide vocational training such as nursing, auto mechanics, building trades, building construction. And then we also focus on our individual districts that have certain vocational programs that other districts don't have. For example, in Nokomis, we offer an education pathway. So anyone that wants to become a teacher gets into our education pathway. We also offer culinary arts. So kids from the 4 schools can come here to take certain culinary arts classes. Hillsboro works with the construction or the building trades. And then we have auto mechanics in Litchfield, some really advanced ag classes over in Panhandle. And we all work together to make sure that kids have choices in going to certain vocational programming that they want. And this is the first year, right? This is the beginning step. We're already looking at branching out, maybe getting into some metal fabrication, possibly some cosmetology, truck driving, all kinds of programming. We do this in connection with Lincoln Land Community College. So almost all of these classes are dual credit classes. So kids can earn not only high school credit, but college credit. And then once they graduate, some will graduate with certificates. Others will be able to go on to Lincoln Land or another community college or a regular college and work towards an associate's or another certificated program or a bachelor's degree in, let's say, construction management or something along those lines. So we're giving kids more options while they're in high school to develop the skills that they want to do post-secondary to be obviously active members of our community and society.
Yeah. Yet again, setting up these students for the future.
Absolutely. Because we want them to be prepared once they leave us in 18 years old. Mm-hmm. We want them to, have a plan and move forward once they walk across that stage.
Absolutely. The final couple of years of high school are super daunting just because there are so many options, but you often don't even know like what those options look like. So you're able to take these vocational classes. These also work in with high school schedules, you said, so you can get some college credit while maybe doing your last year of high school?
Absolutely. The last 2 years of high school, really. So juniors and seniors can take these classes. Some of them, like I said, can go on and be certificated by Lincoln Land through, let's say, the welding program or some other programs, EMT program. There's all kinds of programming that we offer to kiddos, to make sure that they have the tools they need to leave high school and get a great job.
Absolutely. And just so many different occupations there, from education to nursing to agriculture, so many things. Mr. Dorr, we got about a minute left. Any last words for anyone listening for the Nokomis School District?
No, I'm just looking forward to another great school year and wish all the teachers and the support staff and the kids great luck this year. And we look forward to working with them.
Yeah, without a doubt. You said you're fully staffed this year. No problems there?
Nope, fully staffed this year. Glad to hear it.
Yeah, beautiful. Really good to hear that. We're sitting down with Scott Dorr right now. He's the Nokomis School District Superintendent, has been doing so for 15 years. We talked all about the mental health programs coming into their schools, definitely a mental health committee coming into the doors soon with peer mentors, really helping out anyone in the school. Scott, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you.
Absolutely. That's Scott Dorr, Superintendent of Nokomis School District. This has been the WTIM Morning Show. Thank you so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust and Landmark of Taylorville. My name is Ben Tim Zalabak. You are listening to the WTIM Information Station.
Your information station, WTIM.
With SRN News, I'm Rich